Thank you for logging in. My name is Jordan with the latest in technology, AI, and robotic news. In the 1920s and 30s, widespread use of the international shipping container revolutionized shipping. Instead of dock workers loading items individually, entire shipments could be put onto or taken off the ship as one unit. This reduced shipping times and opened up new markets and new customers to international distributors. Today we are seeing a similar revolution taking place in the warehouse. Companies that rely on mass distribution like Amazon or Walmart are starting to turn to robots to eke out the last bit of efficiencies in their operations. The most recent entrant into this market is FedEx, who recently partnered with Vecna Robotics to put a group of tuggers in one of their facilities. The international shipper moves approximately 14 million packages a day and pulls in over $60 billion in revenue at last count. Some of those items are large and ungainly for FedEx's normal systems. That is where their new Vecna tuggers come in. They are designed to haul large non-standard packages that would not fit onto the automated conveyor system through the facility. FedEx admits that the addition of the robots into the service center initially displaced a few jobs in the short term. These jobs were quickly reabsorbed through regular growth, since the facility adds about 100 jobs per year. It's a sentiment echoed by Amazon workers. Amazon recently absorbed robotics firm Kiva into its ecosystem, and now manufactures a similar robot for its facilities. Workers there have shifted from running for stock and packaging boxes to programming the robots that now doing the running and stocking. While both companies are striving to automate more jobs, they still have a need for a human workforce to work alongside the robotic workforce. Uber grounded its entire fleet of autonomously driven cars nationwide last week after a woman was fatally struck in Arizona. 49-year-old Elaine Herzberg was hit while she was crossing the street with her bike. The test driver, Rafael Vasquez, 44, was uninjured after the accident and was meant to act as a safeguard in the car. Uber is cooperating with local law enforcement, and the National Transportation Safety Board are looking into the incident. While Herzberg may be the first fatality caused by a fully autonomous car, partially autonomous vehicles have also been involved in fatalities as well. This incident will also set the stage for how future accidents will be handled and who will bear the responsibility, both legally and financially. Arizona and Southern California's mild climate make for ideal testing conditions. Little rain or snowfall makes it easier to test these systems. Over the years, companies like Google's Waymo, GM, and Tesla, in addition to Uber, test their autonomously driven vehicles in the area. We will have more on this story as it develops. Now we are going to check in with Cosmo, who is on location to give us the latest weather report. Cosmo, how's the weather?
It's cold and rainy this weekend in Portland, and snowy on the East Coast. Sadly, late-season storms like the
Thank you, Cosmo. We will check in with you next week. Finally this evening, we take a look at Pacific Rim, Uprising, the sequel to the 2013 film by Academy Award winner Guillermo del Toro. Uprising is set 5 years after the events of the first film, and like its predecessor, it is also about the massive kaiju slaying machines called YAYgers. The kaiju were all defeated at the end of the first film, leaving Jake Pentecost, son of the martyred hero of the last film, without a clear direction. Instead of serving in the Pan Pacific Defense Corps like his pop, Jake makes his living stealing parts from decommissioned YAYgers, which he trades for Oreos, Sarerica, and Captain Crunch, literally. At least until he meets the young scavenger in YAYger Sivan Damar and Amini. Their antics and the creation of an illegal mini YAYger get them scanned back into the PPCA. Without a kaiju presence though, the YAYgers are about to be replaced by drones, Jaeger-like machines that can be piloted remotely with a pilot and a computer. This of course doesn't go as planned, and Pentecost along with a dozen new and returning cast members have to save the day. This film goes a long way to fixing some of the structural problems that plagued the first film. The stronger plot though falls flat because of the huge cast of characters needing development. Other than Pentecost and Namini, most of the other characters are given scant moments to breathe before we jump to another scene. Also missing from this iteration was the score. Ramin Djawadi's heart-rousing anthem from the original is only scantily used, this time with little scoring to replace it. Like the first film, I am also disappointed that the YAYgers are not true robots. Instead, they are just giant metal suits that humans dress up as, in an effort to be more like me. Like most of you though, I didn't see Uprising for the deep character analysis, or an awesome soundtrack, but machine on kaiju thrashing which this film delivers in spades. Don't forget to check out my producer Indiegogo campaign. A link can be found in the show notes. It's a really neat project that you should check out. That's all we have for today's show. Thank you for joining us, and don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment below. We would love to hear your thoughts, and let us know if you have a story that you want us to report on. Thank you. This is Jordan Robot, logging off.